What's up, my geeks and lance? And today we are continuing WandaVision with episode 8. And I believe this is the penultimate episode of this season, so I'm pretty excited. And honestly, I enjoyed this show more than I thought I was going to, truthfully. So yeah, like I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to. And I can't wait to see how it all ties up and what like the overall, I guess, goal of this season is. Like, what story is it trying to tell, and what is it leading up to? And I'm really excited to find all that out. Other than that, I don't really have too much else other than I forgot the end credit scene from last week. I guess they had one. I didn't know that just because they haven't before, and I'm sorry, I'm not sitting through like 10 minutes of credits every single time. Like, that's just not happening. I'm not doing that. So we're going to check that out just before we hop into our actual episode. So, yeah, let's do that. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, because every like, view, and comment helps YouTube show our content. So hit that belly and you'll stay up to date. All right, let's start this end credit scene. Huh. Okay. Okay. Really, I don't have much about it. Like, whatever. That, to me, I don't really care about it. Honestly, it's whatever. Sure, there's implications there, but I'm still mad about them just randomly putting it in at the 7th episode. That I don't care about it. So, let's hop into the actual episode because that I do care about.
Playing in the basement. You didn't think you were the only magical girl in town, did you? The name's Agatha Harkness. Lovely to finally meet you.
What were those hexes up in the corner? I didn't realize the last time.
Agatha Harkness, are you a witch?
I mean, they seem to be witches. Too.
I am a witch. I did not break your rules. They simply bent to my power.
Uh-oh. She's gonna drain you too. I really like the way this looks. I love the color of their magic. I love the purple. Well, those guys are dead.
My thoughts are not available to you, Toots. They never ever were. So don't go giving yourself a migraine.
Yeah, I didn't think they were.
Where are they?
Yeah, I didn't.
Huh.
She's powerful.
Magic's no good? Huh. Didn't you notice? Basic protection spell? One at each wall? No?
That's what those were.
How do you not know the fundamentals?
Because nobody taught her.
I got close with fake Fietro, if you will, but no dice.
Fake Pietro. Yep.
All interacting with each other according to complex storylines? Wow, that's something special, baby.
Yep. She wants to know how you're doing all of
Years
this.
of study to achieve even the smallest convincing illusion.
But you could do it in nothing.
I need you to tell me how you did this.
I didn't do anything. I'm not.
Damn. Son, damn.
Been fun playing pretend for a while, hasn't it, Wanda?
Okay.
Repete. Amore.
This is really interesting stuff. I'm loving this.
But it's time to look at some real reruns.
means. What does that mean?
Why are we here?
Mama.
So this is her real memories. Oh.
That's your cue, lady. You're on.
Whoa.
I put it in the special place for extra safekeeping.
At least now we know what her, like, a wire fixation on these shows and like sitcoms and stuff like that. That's a really nice touch, and it's a neat touch. This is really sweet. I love this score. That's what I figured was gonna happen. I was waiting for it.
It was all a bad dream. None of it was real.
Wait. Were we saying that she may have had her powers before?
What?
Used a probability hex.
No,
Are we saying she's a mutant?
But it's good medicine, Angel. The only way forward is back.
It's whatever Hydra did to her that made her so powerful. No way! No! Wait. Were we saying the Phoenix? Was that Jean? That looked... I'm gonna have to go back. That could have been Jean, or that could have been her. Like, foreshadowing who she'd become. I got too excited that I thought immediately Phoenix. I don't know why.
I have a theory, but I need more.
I like this. I like this so much. This is some really smart retconning on their part, and like explaining her powers, like where they come from. We've never really got that.
It is funny because of the grievous injury the man just suffered.
no, he's not.
But what is grief? If not love, persevering.
That's a nice way to think about it.
I can't do this anymore.
Come on, Wanda. You're on the precipice. You are right there.
Yeah.
Tell me how you did it.
I don't think she should know how you did it, but I want to know.
I wanted him back.
So, yeah.
Through the doors, down the hall, 2 lefts and a right. One moment, I have to buzz you in.
I got it. Thanks.
It wasn't what it looked like. Fucking that general dude is a douchebag.
I'd like to show you something.
And then you'll give him to me.
Please, just
No, he was never gonna give him to you. That's what it was.
not everyone has the kind of power that could bring their soulmate back online. Forgive me. Back to life.
No, I can't do that. It's...
He was playing her.
Well, that's just it, Wanda. He isn't yours.
Yeah, except what you... I can see them having to dismantle him because he is a sophisticated weapon. Somebody gets that. Like, somebody just goes and unburies him, takes it. The wrong people. It could be bad. I can see that. But I think it's more there than just taking him apart. What was that? Yeah, that guy totally set her up. Hayward? He's up to something fishy. Like she in Westview. It's gonna be her house. To grow old and oh, Vision bought it. That's where they were gonna live. But how did Vision get in here? She doesn't have him. Oh, she just reconstituted him. Like this Vision's not the real Vision.
Vision, this whole little life you've made.
None of it's real.
This is chaos magic, Wanda. And that makes you the Scarlet Witch.
Ooh, she finally got her name. Ooh. I'm excited. Let's see if this stupid thing has another fucking end credits scene. I'm not stupid. I really like this show.
Sir, the team is...
You trying to boot up the real Vision? Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. That's what I figured. That his thing was all about was if she didn't take the real Vision and she constituted a Vision, that means he's been trying to figure out how she did that because he wants one. It was never about just taking him apart. It was always about rebuilding him. So 100% makes sense. There is one thing I gotta check out. That scene with her getting her powers, I guess, unlocked to its full potential. I don't know why my mind jumped straight to Jean and the Phoenix. I think it's because the colors, the color palette that was there, the explosion of light. I was picturing Marvel Girls like Jean's mask. Because I see it. I think I see. I was reading X-Men not too long ago. And she was wearing it during the powers of 10 and House of 10 and all of that. I haven't read X-Men lately, especially not any of the books she's in. But yeah, she had the hat and everything, like the mask. So that's probably why my mind went straight there. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to just be a future glimpse of who she's supposed to be. But I would have loved if it was like, well, that's the Phoenix Force. But we know that these stones are not like they're the Infinity Stones. So the Phoenix Force shouldn't technically be in there. But again, when my mind at the end, when she's like, you're not even supposed to exist, you're supposed to be a myth. My mind goes straight back to the Phoenix again. And I'm like, God damn it. I do not think that's what they're doing. But for some reason, my mind keeps going there. I think it's also the idea that we're playing with mutants, and we're playing with the idea that maybe mutants are coming into play. Just because, like, now we've established that Wanda has always had her powers, and that the gem just unlocked it pretty much. So, in theory, we could say, well, yeah, she's a mutant. She has the X gene, and when she came in contact with that gem, she basically unlocked her X gene. And same with Pietro. It's a super easy explanation. But other than that, I think that's why my mind keeps going, because I'm like, mutants, and that's why I went to Jean. But I don't think that's who it was. All in all, though, this episode was really good. We finally got, like, I think this is the most character development Wanda has had. we've answered pretty much where her power, like we've known where her powers come from. We sort of explained it a little bit more here, which is something we needed, because it was always a hand wavy kind of thing in the MCU. Well, Wanda got her powers. That's it. Like, she was experimented on. Now we got to see that it looks like she wasn't quite experimented on, and it was she unlocked her powers. And I like to see that. I like to see them as kids. Like, you get to build who this character is. It gives a little bit more depth to it, I think. Other than that, I don't think I have too much else. I'm really liking Agatha. Like, I'm blanking on the actress's name, but I really like her, and I'm loving her in this. She's just nailing it out of the park. And I can't wait to see the final confrontation between her and Wanda, because so here's the thing. So far we got no real bad guys, because we don't know what anybody's plans are. First of all, why does Hayward want like a vision? Is it just because like he wants a vision for the military and stuff like that? Because I can see that being a possibility, and that was something like the government wanted. Or is it something like one of his own pet projects, and like he's really into this and he wants vision for himself, kind of thing? I don't know, but really, he's just here because he wants to find out how to reconstitute vision because of what Wanda did. He wouldn't be here if Wanda didn't do what she did. Same thing with Agatha. Like, she had no part in playing of what Wanda did, but she wants to know why Wanda was able to do it. Like, she, as a witch, has had to control her powers, learn them, and like basically become an expert in the craft. Whereas Wanda knows nothing, hasn't been taught anything, and she's able to do this. She wants to know why. I want to know if there is a myth about the Scarlet Witch, because I would love to hear that myth. I think you should open up next episode with the myth of the Scarlet Witch. A little bit of an explanation on what that is and why she's so dangerous. Because I like the idea that we finally gave her a name, but if we don't give an explanation on why she has that name, and it's just like, well, she's the Scarlet Witch because the Scarlet Witch is a myth. But what is that myth? You know what I mean? Like, without knowing what the myth is, I don't think you get the full impact. So I'm hoping we're gonna dive into that. But I'm excited that she got her name. And like Agatha herself, I don't know what she's trying to do. Is she trying to now? Is the Scarlet Witch an actual problem? Is Agatha just a witch who's trying to maybe manipulate Wanda? Like, from this point, it doesn't seem like she's trying to manipulate her at all. She was manipulating Vision to try and figure out Wanda, but it doesn't seem like she's manipulating Wanda. It seems like she just wanted to understand Wanda, maybe to make herself more powerful and stuff like that. But in the end, all of this started because of what Wanda did. And Wanda's not the bad guy either. She just wanted Vision back. Like, so I don't know. It's really interesting because there's no clear everybody is a bad guy and nobody's a bad guy. Like, and I really like that. I like that idea a lot. Other than that, I'm wondering if that was the last we saw of Pietro. Like, yeah, just of Pietro. Like, is that it? Is he done? Like, there's one more episode. He wasn't in this one. Is he going to be in the next one? What is going to happen to the kids? Because here we know Vision. He was being pulled back into the Hex because, well, he was created by the Hex. Like, this Vision cannot leave the Hex. I do not see this Vision coming out alive. Maybe the other Vision has a big thing play to do with like coming and bringing Vision back and trying to get him back into a place like that Vision is alive because he's a robot. You can, for the most part, dead is dead in Marvel, in the MCU anyway. Dead is dead. Like, they're not coming back. But Vision is a robot. So he will be the one exception that you can make, is you could, in theory, bring him back somehow. And I'm wondering if that's what they're doing with the other Vision. Not the one that's in the Hex, but the one that's out with Hayward. If for a little bit he'll be maybe an antagonist, and then we'll eventually have to bring him in and bring him back to who Vision is supposed to be. And then the kids. What happens to the kids? Because I feel like it'd be a waste if you just cast these kids as Wiccan and Speed and then not use them eventually in a Young Avengers movie. Like, you got to do Young Avengers. There's no way they're not going to do that movie. So it'd be a waste to cast them here and not use them later. Especially since I feel like both kid actors are not too bad. Like, they're not bad. Like, they're pretty decent kid actors. Like, so I'd like to see what they can do with these roles. But, like, are they even real? Like, you know what I mean? Can they leave the Hex? Because in theory, they would have been constituted as well, like Vision. Because unless a fake Vision can actually impregnate Wanda, and then she used her magic to move forward. But again, I don't know how that works. I don't know if she was just like, well, magic and I'm pregnant, or if maybe she somehow did get pregnant with a robot or an android, and then she just used her magic to move forward. Because if she did get pregnant, then maybe the kids they could leave the Hex, because maybe they could be real, because she just used magic to move them forward, like, or they used magic to age themselves up. Like, maybe they could leave if they're somewhat real. But if they're not real, then maybe they can't leave. So, other than that, that's my biggest questions of this episode, and I can't wait to see how the whole season is going to tie up. And if, like, because we know already Wanda's going to be in Doctor Strange 2. So I wonder if this has big repercussions for what happens there. And then if after that, maybe we actually do get a season 2 of WandaVision. And like I'm wondering if this is it, or if they're going to try and figure out a way to do a season 2. It will never be the same format. It will be completely different. But I wonder if they could figure out a way to do it, because I kind of like these characters, and sure, maybe they won't have their own show, but seeing them in other things will be nice. But I think I'd rather watch them in their own show. But other than that, why don't you let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Later.